Hello everyone. So welcome to the channel of RD Automation Learning. So today we are going to discuss about the hiring getting freezed, right? So in many companies, from many of my subscribers, I'm getting comments, emails that hiring has got freezed. We are not getting calls from the companies, and is recession coming over here or what, right? So today we are going to discuss this particular point from three perspectives. In this kind of situation, first we will also discuss about the situation, and then how a freshers or an experienced person should deal in this kind of situation, right? Now see, as we can see that many of the edtech related companies had laid off, people like Beijus are there, and people who are into the education domain, they laid off the people during March, April, right? So you can see the impact is more on the education related companies. When it comes to IT companies, I can understand there are experts who have been saying in US that there is a recession, right? But coming to the IT industry of India, Indian IT industry is very strong. However, we are dependent on the US, based on the markets and all those things. But still, Indian IT industry is very strong. And if you see IT people also, now you compare the scenario that happened in 2008 with the scenario that is happening today, right? You don't see people getting laid off. At least even I haven't heard that some IT person or some software testing got laid off. There are exceptions that maybe your performance was not good, so you were laid off. Maybe as an intern you had to score some particular ratio, some particular marks in this particular examination after your internship, and then you could have continued. So there are exceptions, but as of now, those layoff news have not been coming, which we heard it very often in 2008, right? So the very first thing is there is nothing kind of a recession. Yes, there has been an impact because the Indian industry, the Indian market is more dependent on the US market. Now in US, the recession has come. The experts are telling, the top IT experts are telling the recession has come. But what you can do as a fresher is, you have to keep on applying to the jobs, right? It is not like, jobs are not coming. Jobs are coming, right? You need to apply to those jobs, right? If your resume will get shortlisted, if you have proper skill set, you have some certifications, then definitely no one is going to stop you from getting that job, right? But you need to apply, right? Now from an experienced people point of view, if you're already working in an organization, right? Now, for example, there is a team of 20 members, and out of the 20 members, 18 19 members are getting 15 lakhs per annum, for example, on a very high level, and your package is 35 40 lakhs, right? Now over here in this kind of scenario, what you need to do, maybe you switched during the COVID time and that's why you got that high package, right? So what you have to do is you have to adjust in that environment, you have to adjust in that scenario, right? Company might think he's making 35 40 lakhs individually, uh why don't we hire one more person with 15 lakhs of package instead of his, right? Company will think from that, but you have to create dependency. What you have to do is you have to adjust to that culture in such a manner that your team, your project cannot go further without you. That is an indirect kind of getting being adjusted. So what you have to do is you have to write some code. If you are in automation, if you are doing manual testing, you should be very good, you should be having good grip on the behavior functionality of the project, of the product you are testing, right? Everyone should be coming to you and they should be asking, hey, can you please tell me what should be the behavior in this kind of scenario, what should happen in this, did we test it, this, was it working earlier? So this kind of dependencies you have to create, right? Now coming to the experienced person, but still you are looking for a switch. So what we would suggest is at least for 4 to 5 months, give yourself a proper time of preparation, right? It is not like you don't have to give interviews, you have to give interviews, but at the time of switching, make sure you go through the reports, you go through the data, you go through the statistics of the company in which you are going to work after 4 to 5 months. What was their profit, what was their annual growth, or did they laid off any people in during the COVID time, right? So after post COVID, we have to analyze what was the growth of that company. if you feel that the growth of that company post COVID was good, and that company has not laid off any people, then yes, you can switch to that company. You should definitely switch if you are getting good growth, right? But if you feel it's a kind of a startup, or it's bit kind of an edtech related kind of a company, or they have already laid off someone and now they are again hiring you, so I would suggest rather, be with the company in which you are already working. Because see, money matters, knowledge matters, and at the end job stability also matters. Now again, it depends on individual to individual. You might not be very happy with the company, you might be having some disputes with the team members or hiring managers, then that's a total exceptional case. You have to switch. But then switch, whenever you are switching, in this current scenario, you have to think twice and then only you have to switch. See, job security, job stability is very important thing, right? So you should not ignore that. And there are also people, there are experienced people who are also writing an email that I'm having 3 months of notice period. Should I resign before getting offer letter from any company? So the single answer is no. No, you should not. You should never ever do that. And with respect to this situation, no. See, before getting any offer letter, why are you resigning? Why are you putting papers in your company, right? What if you don't get the offer letter till 3 months, right? So you should not do this kind of things. It's actually a kind of a risk taking thing, right? And uh, see, as an individual or whether you are married, there are a lot of family responsibilities with you. So this kind of risk should be avoided. And in this kind of scenario where hiring is getting freezed, what you can do is you can try in some other company, right, at the same time. Uh, what I would suggest is, if you are really looking for a switch, if you are really looking for a change, don't just get dependent on one company. What if the door of that company gets closed? You should always have two backup offers with you, at least one backup offer with you, right? Then only you should put the papers in your company, right? So keep applying into the companies, keep giving interviews. You can also give mock interviews. So, and keep upgrading your skill set, keep upgrading your knowledge. People who are getting laid off, you know we can totally understand, those were edtech related kind of companies. Now if you take a scenario of TCS, Wipro, they are not laying off people, but they are just putting a sort of a, kind of changes in the bonus or in the variable pay for a temporary period of time, right? Or they might delay the amount for now and they might pay you later, but they are not laying off. So Indian IT industry is very strong, right? Trust the IT companies, trust yourself, and stay positive, be confident. Don't get disappointed with the situations that are happening, right? And keep watching our videos. So thank you so much for watching this video. Stay tuned for more updates.